See here, what's the name of it? Right here on the left. How white liberals view blacks.
Okay, so I got a voter ID laws. That's the law that you can't vote unless you have a valid driver's license, right? Is that the voter ID law? I believe that is. If it's not, please feel free to correct me in the comments. Thank you.
Those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
And why would it be racist? Okay, I need to look into the law.
Those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely. Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority. Why would we be less likely to have state IDs? Why would we be less likely to have ID? Okay, maybe I'm missing something. All right, maybe I'm missing something. Let me just shut up and talk. I'll do my soapbox later.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs.
What? These type of people don't live in areas with access to D.
What? I agree. What? This is the thing that shows you what's going on with the Democrats. This is the thing that shows you the difference between some white people and other white people. This is the thing that shows you how dumb Democrats can be. There are people out there that actually believe that black people are walking around getting everything for free without ID. Okay. And so they just jump on this bandwagon and say, yes, you just got to give them everything for free, these particular group of people, but I have a job, right? You mean to tell me I didn't have to show my driver's license to get my job? You know, I have this apartment. You mean to tell me I didn't have to show my driver's license when do you really think that America babies black people that much? That we get away with doing all these different things without showing ID? I think you got the wrong group of brown-skinned people. That's what I think. You got the wrong group of brown-skinned people.
I'm in driving though. We already know they're not texting and driving because more likely they don't know how to work a phone. But I know that they don't have ID. What the hell, man? I don't know what I'm watching right now. Like this. Okay, let's go.
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Why would they say that?
Yes.
I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so we know what we need to carry around.
Everybody that I know have ID. Like, that's one of the things you need to walk around with.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. But they said, did you know that they said, and these are people who actually are on the black people's side. People that's on the black people's side are saying that.
Good Lord.
People's side.
ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
Oh my
Weird
God.
thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this, some type of trick candy cameras?
I know, right? Something I brought with me.
Those legit IDs. I heard a lot also that black people can't figure out how to get to the DMV.
Man,
What does that say to you?
I know it's that. It's on 25th Street.
Do you know where the DMV is, Ryan?
It's on 125th Street and 3rd Avenue.
You know how to get there?
Yeah.
Do you have a problem getting there if you have to get there?
No.
I know these sound like silly questions.
It sounds like disrespectful questions.
But he
don't mean any harm by asking. He's asking them stuff that they actually said out of their mouths, and they call themselves supporters of the black community. This is crazy.
You know how to get the DMV?
Of course.
You know where it is?
Yes.
You can get there?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
No problem.
Just check it.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
And I also heard a lot that black people, especially poor black people, have no access to the internet, can't figure out how to use the internet.
That's cap. That's cap. Tell him, young man.
The internet.
It's cap.
It's cap. Cap. It's cap.
Honestly, everybody has access to the internet. Even a little kid can figure out how to work the internet.
Bruh.
Access to the internet for years.
Know how to use it properly, right?
Exactly. I do it at work. So of course I know how to use it. My kids know how to use it. They all have iPads, iPods, whatever.
Your phone has data? You can actually
Unlimited.
Unlimited data.
I use my phone as a hotspot.
What does that say to you for the people who have this perception of black people?
They're pretty much ignorant now.
Very much.
My thought process on it.
Very much, bro. They're ignorant as hell. If anybody is walking around and they're actually believing that there's an entire group of people, an entire race of individuals who, oh man, let me help him out because maybe he don't know how to feed himself. Oh, let me. Come on, man. Do you know how disrespectful that is?
That's so
damn disrespectful. It's demeaning. It's horribly demeaning, man. Come on.
I just think that's ignorant. Ignorant.
That's the
Very,
word I hear
very
a lot.
ignorant.
Wow.
Very, very ignorant.
Does it sound racist for somebody to say that?
I think it is a little racist because you know
It's a lot of
in
racist.
a category and you have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe a little bit of racist in it, but like I said, I think it's more stupidity and ignorance.
Judging somebody like, but you judging them because they're black, saying that they don't got it.
What people are they talking to? Who are these people talking to?
Do you have a problem that if you go to vote and they say, can we please see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are? Are you
Love showing my ID.
You have no problem with that?
Nope.
Would you have a problem if when you go to vote?
I think that the only black people or the only people of any race that don't know where the DMV is at, don't know how to purchase a driver's license or state ID, I think these would be people that have been locked in their neighborhoods all their life, doing crime, didn't graduate from middle school, high school. They just been doing crime all their life, and now that they are out of prison and they got to make a living for themselves, they don't know what to do with themselves. They got to go ask other black people or ask white people where the DMV is at. Where what happens when I go to apply for a license? They have to ask those questions because they were deprived of that because they lived a life of being a thug. Those are the only people I can think of that, can't find a DMV or know how to purchase a driver's license or a state ID.
They say, can we please see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are? Do you have an issue with that? No. Would you have a problem if there was a rule where you had to show your ID in order to vote?
I don't think so. No.
Would you have an issue if there was a rule saying you got to show your ID before you vote? You cool with that?
Yeah.
That
was so ridiculous, man. I cannot believe that. People are something else. People are something else, man. Don't listen. If that's the type of help you are, and you're saying, oh, let me click on his video because he don't have anybody else that's gonna watch his video. So if I don't do it, who will? You don't know how to do this, man. Bud, do you know how to edit? You probably have millions of people editing for you because you can't do it. That's ridiculous, man. That is so ridiculous. It holds people back when you think like that. It's horrible, man. It's absolutely horrible. It's crippling. That's what happens when you think of people like that. Oh, what's gonna happen if we don't do it for them? They can't do it themselves. We gotta give them something. What do you mean? They gotta. So now they gotta pay you to get their food? These people don't know how to get food onto the card to give you the card. They only know cash. That's how they exchange all of. That's how they do all of their deals. Shh, their deals. Come on, that was the most ignorant stuff in the world, man. I swear to God. And bless those young people hard for thinking that they're on the right side of history by saying those daggone things. But whoever taught you that, tell them to unteach you, because that's just ridiculous. That's all I gotta say, man. I want to hear what y'all gotta say about this in the comments below. And if you have to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door.
Now, there is one group of people. There is a group of people that does not know how to go to the DMV, find the DMV, begin to ask whoever. They don't even know who to ask about a driver's license, and all these sorts of things, that they need to be treated as citizens and receive citizen status and privileges, okay? Those would be people that have come over here from another country, especially those that have come over here illegally. They don't really begin to know how to purchase a license, or even find the DMV, or they don't begin to know how to use a license if they had one, okay? Those would be people that come over here illegally. They climb over the wall or go up under the wall, or however they get over here, walk right through, you know. They sneak into this country. Those would be people that are running around. You know, those would be refugees. Yes. And I really think what's going on is, you know, with Joe Biden, let's say Joe Biden, I really think he knows that black people, because they've been here so long and they've been, you know, in the soap opera with white people, they know how to get proper ID and proper driver's license, okay? And state ID, okay? But they're using you, like I always say, they're using black people, okay? Because what they really meant to say was the Mexicans that come over here illegally and other nationalities that come over here illegally, they don't know how to get a driver's license or begin to even find a DMV. Okay, they don't know nothing about state ID or you know, and how important it is to have that in this country to get what you need. They don't understand the right to vote, okay, and how to vote, okay? They're the ones. Most black people know this. Even those that don't vote, they know, and they have a state ID. They have a birth certificate, a social security card. They know what to do. But they don't vote because they don't want to vote, not because they can't vote, not because anybody's keeping them from voting, but immigrants that are coming over here. And that's why Biden did it. He did it for these immigrants that are coming over here illegally, and he's endorsing this crap. Okay? Joe Biden's the one that wants to use black people to get his point across. Because if you don't use anybody, they'll say, well, what makes you think that we don't, you know, they'll ask questions. But if you say black people, are like, oh, hands up in the air, don't shoot, you know. Yeah, you know, whatever they got to do to get that driver's license, we ain't going to stand in their way, you know. And that's the way it is. But he's using black people when he's really talking about the immigrants that come over here in this country that are still illegal and still don't know much about this country at all, except to continue what they were already doing in Mexico or whatever country they come from. But I am DeRoy Cruz. I am your Life Applications Officer. Thank you for watching. Signing off. God bless you.